Okay, so how's it going? I'm Anthopants. This is VergeWorld. It's a demo. Yeah, it's like a new game for the Sega Genesis. So I'm gonna be testing it out. Let me do a reset. So here's kind of how it starts out. Retro Bones. I haven't played it. I don't really know anything about it. Instructions. Okay. Start. Okay. Alt view is C. Change camera is B. Shoot is A. I think I would probably change those buttons. Steer ship is what's it called, obviously. X-axis is normal. What's next? Y-axis is normal. Next? Oh. The ship's anti-G engine uses the planet's magnetic field to move vertically. The closer you get to the surface, the more energy is generated. This energy is converted to power ship's propulsion engines and accelerates it. Remember, the lower you fly, the faster you go. Okay, so the lower I fly, the faster I go. That's kind of cool. That's a cool mechanic. I like that. The bar on the left side of the ship indicates the level of energy. The little thing that says ENG, that's energy. Okay. The bar on the right is the ship's condition, so the hit points. Why do I feel stupid saying this? Y-axis is normal. What does that mean? Inverted? Normal? Inverted? Normal? I don't know. I have a feeling like the what's it called is gonna mess with me. Getting hit reduces your ship's condition, and when it's reduced to 0, it means you're dead. This is like we don't need a what's it called for this. You don't need a page for that. People will just figure that out on their own, I think. I don't know if you need a page for a lot of the stuff here. I think it's better just to let them figure it out on their own. Having the like controller screen is good, so it's like, okay, this is your controls, because some people like to know that, but the dust clouds appearing on the sides of your ship indicate close proximity to the canyon walls. This stuff, like, you don't have to put any of this stuff in there. Don't even put this stuff in there. Let people figure it out on their own. That's part of the fun of these old games, is just like being like, what's all that, like, you know, thing coming off of my ship, and then you just explode because you're too close to the canyon wall. That's the fun of it. The exclamation point indicator warns you when you are on the head-on collision course with the solid ground. Yeah, like, don't. Once again, cut this out. Cut it out. The shadow under the ship indicates your proximity to the ground below you. Dude, get rid of that. I don't like, this is, I mean, I get that it's like, you don't have to go into the information thing, but I like checking my controls, and then I'm like, now I'm curious, like, what else is there? But like, don't even give people the option to look at this stuff. They'll figure it out. After each completed level, you get a code. Use the code on the level select screen to unlock the levels you have already finished. Remember to write it down. Okay, cool. All right, let's start it. Let's see what happens. In the distant future, on the distant, inhospitable planet, mankind engages in one thing it knows well: war. The tyrannical corporate regime wants to enslave all inhabitants of the kingdom, humanity's new home. That's not just a man thing, that's a planet Earth thing. War is just planet Earth thing. Don't be blaming humans for war. Everything has war. Ants go to war with other ants. That's not just humans. As a young smuggler aboard the aircraft Icarus, you want to help the oppressed. The best way to do so is to join the resistance known as the Revolt. After setting off the Earth in enormous generation ships, humanity reached the nearest star system and colonized its only suitable planet, renaming it the Kingdom. This is how you know I'm dyslexic. I just guess at words. I don't actually know it. I'm not actually good at reading. I'm just good at guessing what word it is. The harsh environment was one problem. The harsh environment was one problem. The ideological differences were the other. People of the kingdom fell prey to their nature, which pushed them to the open conflict between the reign and the revolt. You are Nyx, a masked figure who feels the urge to help the revolt in overthrowing the reign. Is that am I reading that word right? Your past is surrounded in mystery, but your future is clear to join the revolt. I think the text makes it difficult for me to read, which isn't, it's not a good indication because I am dyslexic and I do have difficulty reading. And when the text makes it more difficult, it just makes it more difficult for me to read. Before you do that, you need to get a grip on your new one-of-a-kind aircraft called Icarus. Oops. Oh, test run. Welcome aboard Icarus, Nix. I'm okays. Your engineer, time to light up this baby. Gotta test the engines first, so I need you to finish a short run. No problem, I can finish a short run. Or a short runner. I think I want the controls inverted. The game just crashed on me? Oh, wait, no, it didn't. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I definitely want the controls inverted. That's gonna mess with me. So start doesn't do anything. You can shoot, just holding down shoot does something. I probably should have put my controller screen, my controller viewer on, but whatever. I don't know what B does. Go lower. See, don't get rid of the go lower. Get rid of it. Let people just figure out, like, on their own. What happens if I don't go lower? Nothing happens if I don't go lower. Nothing happens. So yeah, that doesn't matter. Get rid of the go lower. Get rid of that. No, people don't need that. I do want the inverted though. This is confusing to me. Inverted should probably be default, I would think. That's just me though. What does this thing do? I'm not doing anything and stuff's just happening. I'm hitting C and nothing's happening. Sorry I don't have my controller display on, but I can just kind of tell you what I'm doing. So yeah. I'm rapidly pressing A. That's as fast as you shoot. Holding A shoots about as fast as rapidly pressing it. What does B do? I can't tell if something's happening. Like, I'm not touching anything. And nothing's happening, okay. Oh, B changes so that... Oh, okay, the view is like kind of like a more of a straight on, and then hitting B again makes it more like a slightly top view. Okay, so there's the straight on. C changes the way the ground looks, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know. Okay, that's what happens when you die. Oops, this had to hurt. It did hurt. How do I get out? Oh, that's what happens when you accidentally hit, I think it's down and start? Yeah, down and start. It takes me to my, whatever. Let's see if I can hit the side here. You can hit the side, okay. Oops, that had to hurt. It doesn't take me back to the, what's it called? Is there a way of, I can't tell if I'm moving or not. Go lower. Yeah, it shouldn't even say that, but I kind of get... It's really difficult to tell, like, where I am. See, I think these... the game just crashed. I think it just crashed on me. I am playing this on an actual Sega Genesis with my Mega Everdrive X7. Alright, let's get back into it. Oh, I kind of want to go through it. I don't. Let's go to instructions. Inverted. Okay. There's no way of adjusting the controls. Change camera, alt view. Yeah, I think that's fine. I guess the controls are okay. I guess they're okay. I don't know. Anyway, how do I get out of this? You have to go through it? Okay, that's fine. This is a demo, so it's like, you can't be too harsh on it, but, simulator training? This is a simulator run. You can train through its sharp turns, bridges, elevation changes, and narrow passages. Okay, cool. How did this happen? Did I accidentally, like, figure out the secret code here? Yeah, so these markings here on the side that you have, those like red little skid marks, I don't think they should pop up unless you get close. And then it should maybe get bigger the closer you get to it. This is actually kind of cool. Be nice. You should be able to shoot faster. I think you should be able to shoot as fast as you can press the button. Maybe like when you're holding it, it has this speed, but when I'm pressing it, I want to be able to shoot as fast as, like, make it faster than a human can even, like, do it. Because there's always some crazy button masher out there who's just gonna, like, knock it out of the park. Yeah, and I think the fact that you don't need these warnings because you have the shadow. The shadow indicates how low I am. You know? The fact that I can see my shadow, that indicates how low I am. Don't put the warning there. And yeah, the markings, don't put the warning when you're getting too close to the side. Just have these markings grow so that it gives you a sense of like how close to the side you are. Like as if like you're just disturbing the dust or the rocks because you're going so fast that they're kind of like crumbling off, and you can, yeah, that gives you a sense, because it's like the moment that thing pops up, I'm already like too late and I don't have a good indication. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, because it looks so kind of crazy weird the way things are kind of like coming into view. It's hard to tell where I am in space and time, and it's hard to tell how fast I'm going and what's coming up next. Like, it's hard to tell if it's really hard to tell like what's the ground? Is the ground just changing color? I don't know. The color change is not good. You have to, you need the ground to stay a consistent color. Like this, if the ground is this green color, it has to always be this green color. When it turns to a different color, I can't tell if I'm going to be hitting a wall or if it's just the ground has changed color. If that makes sense. So it's like you need it when the ground is like elevating. Like here, I can't tell if the ground changed color there or if it's, and I don't know if it's because I'm first playing it, but I can't tell. I initially cannot tell. Like here, I was like, oh, the ground just changed elevation. Rather than go lower, but it looks like the ground is like, it looks like the elevation of the ground is coming up on me, because you have to keep the ground the same color. See there, I can't tell. It looks the exact same when the elevation is changing and when the ground is changing color. It looks the exact same, so that has to get changed. You have to keep the ground the same color. Where the background is maybe brighter and the foreground ground is like darker. Then when the ground is changing color, it has to change color to the walls. What the color of the walls are around it. It has to change color to that, so that you're like, oh, that's an elevation change, because now the ground is a wall, because I recognize what the wall is. So it's like, yeah, this is, I don't know, there's something like kind of fun about this. But you can't, like the fact that the color changes are happening, because you want it to like remain interesting, is... I'm finding it not good. I'm finding it way too confusing. Like, okay, mountain in front of me. And then look, the ground is changing colors constantly. And it's like, I don't know, it's hard. It's really, really difficult to tell what I'm looking at here because of that. So I think the ground does have to stay the same color. Look, is that a wall or is that the ground changing? I think it's a wall. Like, I'm guessing. Is this a wall? I can't tell. I don't know. Is this a wall? I have no idea. Oh my gosh! I can't go lower. I have to get into the thing. Or is the ground just changing colors? I have no idea what the heck is going on here. And then the fact that those skid marks are on the opposite sides of me all the time, and they don't really, they kind of grow. Yeah, they kind of grow. I don't know. I think it should be a little bit better than that. I don't think you need the exclamation mark either. I think that should get taken off. Autopilot. What happened? Did I complete something? He's the best. Oh my gosh, I landed. Well done. Time 81. Enemies killed 0.0. Were there enemies? Code for next level. Up, up. Down, down. Left, right. Left, right. Up, up, down, down. Left, right. Left, right. Okay. I'm not gonna write it down. I think I'll be able to remember that. I think I'll be able to remember that. See if that works. Icarus Rising. I'm getting to the next level. You did great with the test flight. I know I did. You don't gotta tell me this stuff. No, that one's okay. I don't mind getting the congratulations. The test flight congratulations. Now time for some challenge. If you want to join the revolt, you need to be fast. Like, real fast. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's having trouble getting to the next screen, I guess. What? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting used to this now, like the way it looks. Let's see. I feel like I'm still too high because I don't know where the ground is. It's really tough to tell where the ground is because it's always this weird color change thing. I can't go lower. I'm afraid. Okay, there's the shadow. Jeez Louise. Yeah, it is tough to tell like what the heck is going on, but I am kind of getting the hang of it a little bit. I think it just crashed. I think this is my second time that the game's crashed on me because I'm too good. This is what happens when you're too good at the game. The game crashes on you. Yeah. So this is a demo. It's pretty. This stuff's gonna happen. It's fairly brand new. If I have suggestions for VergeWorld, it would be to have a consistent ground color, where I can always tell like, oh, that's the background, because it always stays consistent background color, and this is the foreground, like ground that I'm over. Then when a wall or elevation change is coming, have it also a consistent color, so that you always know like, oh, that's the color of elevation change, and you can adjust to it. Get rid of the indications of fly lower or the hazard indication, and just make it easier to tell from the skid mark like how close you are to the wall. And I think the skid mark does that dust cloud when you're close to the walls. I think that should happen a little bit later. Like, you got to be a little bit closer to the wall for it to happen, and it should grow like almost to the point where like it's hard to miss. It's growing. It needs to happen like that. The shooting should happen a little bit faster as well. Your ability to shoot should happen faster. Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I don't really know. I would also make the walls. I don't know how consistent I would keep the wall colors, or how consistent you have to keep it. I think the ground is like the biggest issue, where it's tough telling like initially where the ground is and where the ground isn't. And then from there, it's almost like you can kind of see. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about it that's like enjoyable. It would be interesting to see like what it's going to be like. This is almost like this is not a shooter though so far, but maybe I'm wrong and you have like a vision for it. I see this more as a racing game, and just that mechanic of flying closer to the ground. Like, there should be a racing element to this. That mechanic of flying closer to the ground makes you run faster or fly faster. Is kind of cool. It should be more dangerous flying close to the ground though. But maybe that's just, like the first level's kind of like teaching you what to do. And then after that, it's like, it gets crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's something likable about it though. Something interesting about it. It's kind of like, I can see the potential. I can see the potential, but I see it more as a racer, where you need to put other spaceships in there. And then if you're flying close to the ground, they can come in and just bonk you, kind of like in F-Zero, where you get bonked by somebody and it smashes you into the wall. And they can bonk you from like up above, and you hit like the ground, and that's kind of like, and you can do the same thing to them. And it's like, you got to be really like intelligent about how you're doing it, because I don't know, now I'm just like, because it's going to slow you down to move up to let them fly under you. And same thing for them, but it's also like, there's going to be the reward of being able to blow other ships up against like walls or the floor. I don't know. That's just the way. That's just the like feeling I got from it. Like this is a racing game, more so than like a shooter. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm outie. I'm Anthopants. Later on, thanks for the demo. Keep at it. You know, we'll see how it turns out. Maybe I'll keep messing around with it as new builds get put into the works. I don't know what I'm talking about.